ਰਸਨਾ ਜਪਤੇ मात गर्भ तुम ही प्रतिपालक मृत मंडल एक तू ही मात गर्भ तुम ही प्रतिपालक मृत मंडल एक तू ही रसना 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 जपते 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 तू रसना जपते
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। This program is brought to you by National Sikh Center and its affiliate Guru Gobind Singh Foundation. The program will explain the origination of the Gurbani, Guru Nanak Dev Ji's Japji Sahib and Ek Onkar. Bhai Gurdarshan Singh Ji will explain all the meanings, interpretation of all these shabds. He will be explaining in next about 10 segments of this Japji Sahib's translation, which is also called Mool Mantra. Fakru ji.
It is my privilege to talk about Guru Nanak's Japji Sahib. Japji Sahib is such a powerful Bani of Guru Nanak, which is a journey from false to truth, or journey from state of ignorance to state of enlightenment. And in the Japji Sahib, it is not just a composition of Guru Nanak, it is a life of Guru Nanak. And it tells the culture of Guru Nanak's soul. And I will invite you all with families and children to know about Guru Nanak's culture of spirituality and learn from Guru Nanak and live that culture, which enhances our ability in every aspect of our life. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Ek Onkar, Sat Naam, Karta Purkh, Nirbhav, Nirvair, Akal Murhat, Ajuni Sahibam, Gur Prasad. I am Chatra Singh Saini with Bhai Sahib Ji from Guru Gobind Singh Foundation. We are starting the program where we left off in the last segment from Aad Sach Jugad Sach. Bhai Sahib Ji, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜਿੱਥੋਂ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਖਤਮ ਕੀਤਾ ਉੱਥੋਂ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰ ਦਿਓ ਅੱਗੇ for ਦਰਸ਼ਕਾਂ ਵਾਸਤੇ. Thank you.
Thank you, Ji. Welcome back, everyone. Sadhguru Guru Nanak Sahib and the message he gave to the entire humanity, and with very humbleness and with full of love and compassion, in order to invoke our consciousness and to fill the bliss of divine in our souls, that we become literally functional. Otherwise, the religion becomes literally, sometimes people, even youngsters, talk about a trap.
Right.
But Guru Nanak Dev Ji is breaking all the shackles, where religion becomes helping you to achieve the purpose of life.
Right.
And rather releases all the tensions, whatever you have in life, to feel easiness, peace within you. And as we talked about last episode.
So, ਭਾਈ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਹ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ ਆਪਣੇ ਦਰਸ਼ਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਉਸ ਟਾਈਮ ਦੇ ਮਾਹੌਲ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਰਿਲੀਜੀਅਸ ਸੈਂਟੀਮੈਂਟ ਸੀਗੇ ਬੜੇ ਟਾਈਟ ਸੀਗੇ So they had a lot of rules, regulation, not too many people wanted to adapt it. And what they were doing, the way of preaching, was not trying to accomplish to what they were teaching. It was very stringent rules. So Guru Nanak Dev Ji came and he simplified all these rules and accomplished that, hey, kiv sachara hoviye, kiv kude tutte pal. That was the slogan he started. And that's where we are now to start the Gurbani with that slogan.
Yes, I would say it is not something past, even
Right.
today.
Right.
Where are we? What are we doing? We have so much wealth around us. We have so much education around us. Are we peaceful people? Are we loving people? Are we kind people? Where is that happiness?
Where is that compassion?
Where is that compassion?
Right.
So he's not talking about some past. Even this age and time, we are still following those rituals which are not helpful to grow.
Yeah.
I'm talking about my community. I'm talking about the Sikhs of Guru Nanak.
Yeah.
And we are our purpose is not to challenge. Our purpose is to introduce the words of Guru Nanak, that we may find a path, a way to discover our own reality. And here Guru Nanak Dev Ji says, "Pukhiyan phukh na utri." And I am in Gurdwara, as you know, for many years, 25 years. People have certain goals, that if I have this much wealth, if I have my children married, when I have my house paid off, then I will come to religion. And Guru Sahib says, "Pukhiyan phukh na utri." ਇਹ ਭੁੱਖ ਖਤਮ ਹੋਣ ਵਾਲੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ, ਇਹ ਡਿਜ਼ਾਇਰ ਖਤਮ ਹੋਣ ਵਾਲੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ, ਇਹ ਮੰਗ ਖਤਮ ਹੋਣ ਵਾਲੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ। ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਮੰਗਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਸੀਂ ਪਏ ਹੋਏ ਹਾਂ, ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਡਿਜ਼ਾਇਰਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਸੀਂ ਪਏ ਹੋਏ ਹਾਂ, ਭੁੱਖਿਆਂ ਭੁੱਖ ਨਾ ਉਤਰੀ. You may have certain goals to achieve. You will achieve those goals, but you will find some other goals to achieve. Mind will never turn towards it. As Bhagat Farid ji says in Bani, ਕਿ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੇ ਛੋਟੇ ਹੁੰਦਿਆਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਯਾਦ ਕੀਤਾ, ਕਾਲੀ ਜਿਨੀ ਨਾ ਰਾਵਿਆ ਧੌਲੀ ਰਾਵੈ ਕੋਈ. But he is saying very powerful thing, that it is our mind's progression,
Right.
the habits built on.
Right.
ਜੋ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਰਦੇ ਜਾ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ, ਇਹ ਬਣਦੀਆਂ ਜਾ ਰਹੀਆਂ ਨੇ, ਹੋਰ ਬਣਦੀਆਂ ਜਾ ਰਹੀਆਂ ਨੇ. ਤੇ how can you just one day think ਕਿ ਜੀ now I have to move this way. And
Yeah.
even though the God, Guru Amar Das Ji says, Kali Toli Sahib Sada hai, je ko chit kare, he is saying that any time, any moment you think that your life is not moving smoothly towards the right path, come back.
Yeah.
The God is always there. You
So-
will find God everywhere.
So, Bhai Sahib ji, what you are trying to say, the phukhiyan phukh na utri, if the desires are filled, we get a house, we accomplish, the kids are going to school, then another desire will come. So it means it will never be filled. You will never be satisfied. You will never say, hey, stop it. I have just accomplished that. So that's what Guru Nanak was saying. But you were also saying this was not a 400-500 years truth. It's a truth today also. Our desires are still same and still in the same burning mood what was there at that time. That's where Guru Nanak Ji were giving us the teachings. Hey, it's not going to stop one day.
That's why I always say that Gurbani is always relevant. It is not past. Guru Nanak is not talking to the people. He is talking to the human mind.
Thank you.
The human mind is ever as old as the universe is.
Yeah.
And he is saying, in Gurbani, Guru Sahib says, "Khandiyan khandiyan muh katha,
Right.
ਪਹਿਨਦਿਆਂ ਸਭ ਅੰਗ." ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਖਾ ਖਾ ਕੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਮੂੰਹ ਵੀ ਕੱਸ ਗਿਆ, ਦੰਦ ਵੀ ਕੱਸ ਗਏ,
Right.
ਪਹਿਨਦਿਆਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਅੰਗ ਵੀ ਕੱਸ ਗਏ, ਪਰ ਥੱਕੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਅਜੇ.
Okay.
So what we do? And Guru Sahib says, no matter how much you achieve, you will never be satisfied. And then next line comes. He says, "Sahas ਸਿਆਣਪਾਂ ਲੱਖ ਹੋਹੇ ਤਾਂ ਇੱਕ ਨਾ ਚੱਲੇ ਨਾਲ." And it's a powerful line. The people think that we are well read, we know, what is right and what is wrong. We
Yeah.
have degrees. And yes, there is no doubt. Even Guru Nanak himself, when he was growing up, he went to school,
Right.
he learned,
Right.
and learned at the fullest.
Right.
And one day, it's a beautiful story comes, and a teacher comes to Guru Nanak, and because he was guided by Guru Nanak's father, he said, "You need to learn more. You need to read more." And his Guru Nanak Dev Ji says, "Yeah, whatever is available, I have learnt it,
Yeah.
read it," and then he said, "Okay, tell me what is the purpose of education is."
Yeah.
And he said, if you are educated, you will have a good job. You are educated, you will be married to good house.
Yeah.
You will have good wife.
Good wife.
And if you are well educated, you will be respected, and you will be honored, and your children will live happily. And Guru Nanak Dev Ji said, because teaching was the noblest job in those days, and even today too. And I remember that when teacher would come, we would stand up in honor,
Yeah. For the respect
honoring
of
the
the
teacher.
teacher. All right.
And Guru Nanak Dev Ji says, Pandaji, my teacher, you are well read, you have children, you have wife, you have a house,
Yeah.
you have everything. Are you satisfied? Are you happy? Then teacher was honest, and he understood where Guru Nanak is coming from.
Right.
He had tears in his eyes, and that's what Guru Nanak Dev Ji says. With the education, you can accomplish so many things. You will accomplish how to communicate with the world,
All right.
but that education will not help you to communicate with your own self.
Right.
That education will not help you how to communicate with Vaheguru. And that's what Guru Nanak Dev Ji says, "Sahas syanpa lakh hohe." If you have hundreds of thousands of wisdoms, degrees, ta ik na challa na.
All these advisors, counselors.
All these advisors and all
Counselors.
these advices,
Yes.
none
Will.
will help you to attain truth, attain divinity, attain God. Then ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਨੇ, ਚਤਰਾਈ ਨਾ ਚਤੁਰ ਭੁਜ ਪਾਈਐ,
Right.
with the clever thinking, doing clever things, you may deceive, or you may succeed in a business, but not on the path of God. And that's what Guru Sahib says, "Sahas syanpa lakh hohe, ta ik na challai naal." And then question comes, if by bathing, if by keeping quiet, if by achieving worldly things, if by getting all the wisdoms
Yes.
and degrees, you don't attain the truth, then how do I attain the truth? This is the very basic question of Guru Nanak Sache Padshah.
Yeah. ਭਾਈ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਇਹ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਟੰਜਾ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਹ ਪੁੱਛ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ, ਸਹਿਸ ਸਿਆਣਪਨ ਲੱਖ ਹੋਏ ਤਾਂ ਇੱਕ ਨਾ ਚੱਲੇ ਨਾਲ. What are they saying, that it is not accompanying with you someplace you're going, or it's saying that it's not going to help you, or this has no benefits in your religious life? Of course, you can gain, make a money, profit, you can get an education, you can buy a house with that education, but where it's not going to go with you? Is he saying that you cannot attain the religious education with all this wealth, with all this cleverness? Can you explain it to our people, Dashkan? Thank you.
This is very interesting. If you establish that life starts with birth and ends with death, then there is no need of any religion.
Right.
Then there is no need of anything.
Right.
There are people in the world, those who do not believe in God, they do live very peaceful life. They are helpful. They are kind. They do all the things. But is that it? But Guru Nanak Dev Ji is going much, much beyond us. This is a mystery. As in Gurbani, we have been reminded again and again that this life is not new. It is ਕੋਟ ਜਨਮ ਪਰਮ 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 ਆਇਓ, ਕੋਟ ਜਨਮ ਪਰਮ ਪਰਮ ਆਇਓ। ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਿੱਥੋਂ ਕਿੱਥੋਂ ਦੀ ਇਹ ਯਾਤਰਾ ਕਰਦਾ ਹੋਇਆ ਇਨਸਾਨ ਇਸ ਜਗ੍ਹਾ ਤੇ ਪਹੁੰਚਿਆ। ਦੇਰ ਆਰ ਮੈਨੀ ਲਾਈਨਸ ਇਨ ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਐਂਡ ਇਟ ਸੇਜ਼ ਕਿਵ ਸਚਿਆਰਾ ਹੋਈ ਸਹਿਸ ਸਿਆਣਪਾ ਲੱਖ ਹੋਹੇ ਤਾਂ ਇੱਕ ਨਾ ਚੱਲੇ ਨਾਲ। ਨਾਲ ਕਿਸ ਚੀਜ਼ ਦੇ?
Right. That's the question.
ਕਿਹੜੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਜਾਣੀਆਂ ਨੇ? You are not body.
Yeah.
Your body is not you. And you are not because of body. Body is because of you. There is something much more powerful exists, breathes, awakened in you than your body. And Guru Sahib says your real wealth is the virtues. Your real wealth is the kindness. And he says if you do not have those values with you, virtues with you, nothing will help you. And then question comes, of course, kib sachera hui hai.
So what I do to accomplish this? So that was the questions. You have given me all the thoughts. Pukhya pukhna utri, socha sochna hovi. Now you tell me what I do. That's the question. Now here is the answer.
Question is kib sachera hui hai.
Yeah.
How do I become then truth oriented?
Yeah.
Kiv kuda tutta pal. You know, the very first is that you have to recognize that there is a wall.
Yeah.
You have to recognize that I'm sick, I need help.
Right.
If you do not recognize your sickness, you will not feel any need of any physician.
Yeah.
If I feel that there is so much in a life and beyond my understanding, beyond my capacity to even solve this, and then you question, okay, how do I, what should I do? Where should I go? Where the solution is? And how do I break the wall of the notions?
Yep.
My own mental, philosophical ideas have become the wall. Yep. And you know, the very wise people used to say, many times we may not worship idol, but we worship idol in different way. Then we start worshipping our own thought. Our own thoughts becomes devta.
Right.
Our own thoughts becomes guru, and I start worshipping my own thought. When you are ignorant, when you are not living at that level of consciousness, then any thought comes in you, you feel that you are a unique one.
Right.
That this thought is totally new thought, and you start worshipping those thoughts. There are millions of people do that. And Guru Nanak Dev Ji says, Kib sachara hui hai, kib kuda tutta pal. You being enlightened means, there is a Bhagat Kabir Ji shlok comes in Guru Granth Sahib Ji. Ek gur laga tab janiye mita moh tan taap. You are religious only then when you transcend your body, physical desires and mental desire, you become a servant of the creation. You feel that each and everything is one. And the kiv sachara hoyi hai, jadon tak oh jhoot di kand nahi tut jandi, udo tak tusi sache nahi hunde. Te kiਵੇਂ ਟੁੱਟੇ ਹੋ? Guru Nanak Dev Ji Sache Paatshah says, ਹੁਕਮ ਰਜ਼ਾਈ ਚੱਲਣਾ ਨਾਨਕ ਲਿਖਿਆ ਨਾਲ। ਰਜ਼ਾ ਵਾਲੇ ਦੇ ਹੁਕਮ 'ਚ, ਉਸ ਅਕਾਲ ਪੁਰਖ ਦੇ ਹੁਕਮ 'ਚ, ਉਸ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਦੇ ਹੁਕਮ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਚੱਲਿਆਂ ਸਮਝ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਹੈ। ਤੇ ਉਹ ਹੁਕਮ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਹੈ? ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨਾਨਕ ਲਿਖਿਆ ਨਾਲ। Your very life is under that law. ਹੁਕਮ ਦਾ ਅਰਥ the divine law. Divine law. The divine principle. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਤੱਕ ਤੂੰ ਉਸ ਕੁਦਰਤ ਦੇ ਪ੍ਰਿੰਸੀਪਲਸ ਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ ਅੰਡਰਸਟੈਂਡ ਕਰਦਾ, ਜਦੋਂ ਤੱਕ ਤੂੰ ਉਸ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਦੇ ਹੁਕਮ ਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਮਝਦਾ, ਇਸੇ ਕਰਕੇ ਬਾਣੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੁਕਾਂ ਆਉਂਦੀਆਂ ਨੇ, ਹੁਕਮ ਨਾ ਜਾਣੈ ਬਹੁਤਾ ਰੋਵੈ, ਬਹੁਤਾ ਰੋਵੈ। ਔਰ ਫਿਰ ਜਬ ਲਗ ਹੁਕਮ ਨਾ ਬੂਝਤਾ ਤਬ ਹੀ ਲੋ ਦੁਖੀਆ। Until unless recognize very laws of divine, laws of nature, and Guru Sahib says cannot achieve the state of happiness. And if you are miserable, you will blame somebody else.
Always.
If you are not happy, you will believe somebody, you will blame somebody else that I am miserable because of that person or that entity or that power. You will never see that you are miserable because of you. In the same time, when Guru Nanak Dev Ji was there, he was not miserable. He did not hold anyone responsible that misery is because of you, because he attained truth. And when he start living his life according to divine will, then misery disappeared. How do I find those rules? How do I find that law of nature guiding me? And one thing we must remember when Guru Sahib talks about Mool Mantar, when Guru Sahib talked about the first paudi, and the Gur Prasad is the essential. Gur Prasad is the essential. Gur Prasad means these divine laws can be learnt, can be understood, can be followed in the company of enlightened being, a Guru.
Yeah.
And I explain this, no matter how good a player you are, no matter how much you play, whether you are in basketball, Kobe Bryant or LeBron James, you have to have coach. When you are playing, you are not watching your game, your coach is watching your game, he is telling you what to do, how to play, how to make move. And Guru is literally a coach of life, a coach of spiritual life. When we are playing the game of life and we come up certain hurdles, difficulties in life, when we cannot even think what is right and how to move forward, then Guru need to be consulted and how to move from there. And this is the beauty of Guru. And here I would like to say, so this hukam razai chalna, Nanak likhya naal, hukam. Many times we loosely say that everything is happening according to God's will. And सब कुछ हुक्म में हो रहा है, सारा कुछ हुक्म दे विच हो रहा है, पर हुक्म की है?
Where is this order? Where this order come from? Yes.
Where this order comes from. And the next body, Guru Nanak Dev Ji explains what is the will of God, how you understand the will of God, and how that will of God works on each and everything. And we will talk about it in detail, rather try to understand from Guru Nanak what a hukum is.
Thank you for watching this segment of Gurbani. It's up to we have reached to the conclusion up to the Kiv Sachara Hoviye, Kiv Kude Tutte Par. We will start in the next segment, the next paudi of Japji Sahib Ji. Thank you very much for watching Word of Sikhism. We'll see you again on the same channel, same time, same place. Thank you very much for watching.
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਇਹ ਮੇਰਾ ਸੁਭਾਗ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਨੈਸ਼ਨਲ ਸਿੱਖ ਸੈਂਟਰ ਤੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਸਿੰਘ ਫਾਊਂਡੇਸ਼ਨ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਾ ਰਿਹਾ ਜਪਜੀ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦੀ ਟਰਾਂਸਲੇਸ਼ਨ ਹੋਣੀ ਹੈ। ਖਾਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਜਪਜੀ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਇਹ ਬਾਣੀ ਹੈ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਿੱਖ ਜਗਤ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਵੱਧ ਪੜ੍ਹੀ ਜਾਣ ਵਾਲੀ ਹੈ। ਇਹ ਬਾਣੀ ਹੈ ਜਿੱਥੋਂ ਸਿੱਖੀਜ਼ਮ ਦੀਆਂ ਸਿਧਾਂਤਕ ਲਹਿਰਾਂ ਨਿਕਲਦੀਆਂ ਨੇ। ਜਿੰਨੀ ਇਸ ਬਾਣੀ ਦੀ ਸਮਝ ਪਏਗੀ ਉਨਾ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਦੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਨੂੰ ਜਾਣਿਆ ਜਾ ਸਕੇਗਾ। ਮੈਂ ਸਮਝਦਾ ਕਿ ਜਪਜੀ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦੀ ਲੈਂਗੁਏਜ, ਬੋਲੀ ਅਤੇ ਜਪਜੀ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸਿਧਾਂਤ ਹੈ ਇਹ ਉਦੋਂ ਤੱਕ ਸਮਝਣਾ ਥੋੜ੍ਹਾ ਮੁਸ਼ਕਲ ਹੋਏਗਾ ਜਦੋਂ ਤੱਕ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਇਹਦੇ ਮੀਨਿੰਗਸ ਨਹੀਂ ਜਾਂ ਅਰਥ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਉਂਦੇ। ਅਤੇ ਇਸ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਾਡੀ ਇਹ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਹੋਏਗੀ ਕਿ ਜੋ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਨੇ ਇਸ ਜਗਤ ਨੂੰ ਦੇਣ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਕਿ ਜੀਵਨ ਨੂੰ ਕਿਸ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਜਿਉਣਾ ਹੈ, ਜੀਵਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸੱਚ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਪ੍ਰਗਟ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈ, ਅਸੀਂ ਅਗਲੇ ਐਪੀਸੋਡਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਪਜੀ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦੀ ਬਾਣੀ ਦੀ ਮੂਲ ਮੰਤਰ ਦੀ ਵਿਆਖਿਆ ਰਾਹੀਂ ਆਪ ਜੀ ਨਾਲ ਸਾਂਝ ਪਾਵਾਂਗੇ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਤੋਹੇ
मात गर्भ तुम ही प्रतिपालक, मृत मंडल एक तू ही। मात गर्भ तुम ही प्रतिपालक, मृत मंडल एक तू ही। रसना 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 जपते 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 तू ही तू ही तू ही तू ही। रसना जपते तू ही तू ही। तुम है पिता तुम ही फोन माता, तुम है मीत हित प्राता। तुम है पिता तुम ही फोन माता, तुम है मीत हित प्राता। रसना 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 जपते 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 तू ही तू ही तू ही तू ही तू ही। रसना जपते तू ही तू ही तू ही तू ही। तुम परवार तुम है आधारा, तुम है जी प्राण दाता। तुम परवार